look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And this is caught. Touchdown. As his guys can...
Well, this seems to take a shot right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. That's complete left side to Shepard. 7 yards there and a first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Sterling Shepard.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 59 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. It's another first down and what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First and 10.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the former #1 overall pick.
Gano out to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. He gets away from one. Still churning. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself. He usually opens it up for other people in big games as well.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's... Got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And some room to maneuver. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material. He's going to take off with it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. On the move to his left. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
A 52-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. If they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the Rams' 39-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jones. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this
is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Play there on the catch and run. 87 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Looked to me like they had down. My kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to
did
preserve.
the same. It smelled terrible. Short kick. One of the loose football. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. On 1st down, gone. Buying time to his left. Yeah, he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
22-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And now he's going to use his legs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Makes it.
Now Goff.
2.
It's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. O'Shane Ximines in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Woods the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Goff now to throw, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Room here to run. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Jones now throwing on 1st down. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 2.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And now the Rams have got it.
Another day, another dollar, baby.
He's at the 40, the 30, past the 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end defensive touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here's Lewis. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Jones on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Saquon Barkley.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. From the gun, Jones. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They had a catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They were grateful.